Estate Planning Horror Stories, Episode 6, the one with minor children. As a parent, I understand that one of the worst things that could happen to a parent is not being able to care for their kids, either because they are incapacitated, let's say they were in a car accident, or they're abusing substances, or they are ill, or when they die. So today we're going to talk about how not having an estate plan in place with minor children in mind can turn into a horror stories. And there are two things that we're going to address today. There are so many other things that we can talk about in regards to minor children, but two things for this short video. One is having a minor child guardian nomination. Basically having in writing, if I become incapacitated or when I die, I appoint this person to take care of my kids. If this person is unable to, I appoint this other person. It is very important in the legal process that the judge, because a minor child guardianship proceeding will be needed, someone will have to go through the court process no matter what, for a judge to see your wishes in writing. It is very important because, let's talk about the horror part of this aspect. If you don't nominate someone, the law dictates, the law has a priority list, parents, siblings, grandparents, and so on. The wrong person could end up being in charge of your kids, either because they want to control and manipulate the family, either because they want to have control over the money, because even though they don't want to, but they feel like the world expects them to. Whatever the situation may be, horror stories happen. Be sure to nominate someone for your minor kids. You do that through a power of attorney or through a will, or there are even separate documents to do that. Otherwise, you're leaving it up to a judge, to the court system, up to the family to decide who gets your minor children. Again, don't let that turn into a horror story. Number two, the second thing is having beneficiaries to your financial assets. It can get complicated when you have minor kids. While it's easy when you have adult beneficiaries, you can list them directly, you can list a trust, but when you have minor kids, it gets more complicated, right? How can this turn into a horror story? Oftentimes I hear, I have my spouse listed first on our life insurance policy, and then I have my sister listed second because she would be the one taking care of our minor kids. Well, what happens if the sister does not end up taking care of your minor kids for whatever reason? Well, what happens if she does, but then she passes a week later? Then that money will be in her estate and will go on her side of the family, may never see your minor children. Or what happens if your brother-in-law ends up taking the kids? Then your sister will have to gift, or it can get very messy and complicated if that's not how it ends up being, which you never know how it's going to happen. Many horror stories out there. Ideally, you have a trust as a beneficiary for minor kids. Have the trust form a pot with your life insurance, retirement, bank accounts, whatever assets you may have, and then in the trust provide for a gradual distribution. When the kids turn 18, they get this. When they turn 21, they get this. College will be paid for. When they turn 25, the rest, or whatever your wishes are. I hope this video helped. When we're dealing with minor kids, there are so many circumstances where the story can turn into a horror story. The best thing you can do is have something in writing. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. There is a link there and a button below. Attend one of our in-person educational events if you're local, and continue to watch our videos. Thank you for watching.